If you want to know how to add call out assets on your Google Ads, then you're in the right place. I'm Travis Wilkie. I'm the founder of Missoula SEO Geek, and I've helped manage over $5 million in Google Ads for companies all across the world. And in today's video, I want to show you one really powerful tool that we like to utilize, which are called ad assets. They used to be called extensions, and they make your ads show up a little bit bigger on the page, give people a little bit more information, which ultimately helps improve your click-through rates and drives more traffic, more sales, and usually it does so at a lower cost. So it's kind of a it's kind of a fun topic to talk about, but let's dive into it here. So I've done just a random search on Google for auto repair Scottsdale. From here, I do see this ad showing up, and if you see at the very end of this ad, it's got this like fast same-day service, fleet services, digital inspection, expert brake repair. To me, those look exactly like call out assets, and it's making this ad a little bit larger. Like you can see how short this ad is, right? And this one's even shorter. And because these ones take up less of the page and they have less text and information, automatically our eyes will be more drawn towards this ad right here. And because of that phenomenon, that ad will get a majority of all the clicks. And so by giving people more information, making the ad larger on the page here, we can improve the click-through rate, which ultimately will help us get more traffic at a lower cost. So to set this up, if we go into our Google Ads account, here I have selected a campaign from the drop down. Of course, I went to campaigns here first and just selected a campaign. And that's just so that we can isolate these extensions or assets as they are now called and kind of show you how this breaks down. So from there, I went over to assets, and then I've gone ahead and clicked on call out assets right here. This is just a filter essentially. So this helps filter us down to where we can only see the call out assets. And of course, I'm just selecting this one campaign. So we're just seeing the call out assets for this one campaign. And you can see these actually look quite similar to what we were seeing on this live ad. You know, it says like free same-day or fast same-day service, expert brake repair. These say something like free estimates, locally owned and operated, professional crew. These are like, I don't know, unique selling points that somebody would be interested in knowing if they were wanting to work with us versus someone else. You can think of, I mean, you know, free estimates, discounts, like it says save 40% on service today. Like there's all sorts of information you can add in here that makes your ad even juicier and more desirable, that people want to just click on it and like get the information and like tell me, you know. And so these can be really helpful to improve, like I said, the click-through rate of your ad. To set these up is really quite straightforward. We would just click the blue plus button here. And then it's just going to give us the option, like what do you want to add in here? So we would just fill these in, just like the ones I was showing you. You can click here to add more. I think you can do up to 15 at a time. You can choose to add these at the campaign level, the account level, or the ad group level. I typically like to add these at the campaign level. They can be slightly different from campaign to campaign, so it's good to kind of break those apart, but they're usually not so different that you need different ones on different ad groups. And they're different enough that account-wide, sometimes it doesn't make a lot of sense. You can do account-wide too. I think that is a relatively smart play for call out assets. But once you've added all these in, if you just click save, then those will show up right here. And then your ads are going to be running with these assets on the campaign. That's going to produce a bunch of data here. Now, it's important to understand how this data works because it's a little bit confusing if you're not familiar with how this is broken down. Because when you look at this, you'd think, oh, hey, look, we've got this free estimate. Make this a little bit smaller for us here. We've got this free estimate call out extension. It's generated 3 conversions. That's amazing. However, if we come back and look at our example here, it's not possible to click on the extension or these call out assets here. They're not clickable. The only thing that's clickable is the headline up here. And so it's not actually tracking when somebody clicks on one of these assets and becomes a conversion. What this data is showing us is actually when your assets showed alongside your ad, how did the ad perform, right? So, when this asset, the free estimate asset, is showing alongside our ad, we're getting a conversion rate of 7.7%. But when the competitive prices asset shows, we only get a 3.2% conversion rate. So ultimately, we might find that the free estimates call out asset is performing the best, and maybe we want to come up with ones that are more similar to that and pause some of these other ones. You can have quite a few in here, and Google will just kind of keep testing them. So I would recommend just continuing to add new ones and turning off the ones that seem to not be performing quite as well. But that is call out assets in a nutshell. If there's anything you did have questions about, don't hesitate to reach out. Just drop your questions in the comments section down below, and we'll be sure to get back to them there.
Look, if you're the type of person that just doesn't even want to deal with Google Ads anymore, then you can always reach out to me. My company is Missoula SEO Geek. I'll leave a link to my website down below, but we do manage Google Ads for different companies in different industries, and you can come learn about what we do, what makes us unique. You can even read some of the testimonials from some businesses that we've taken from 0 to over $1 million in revenue, like this one here. And really just see that, this is the type of thing that's going to explode your business growth. So feel free to reach out. You can always give us a call or contact us through our website, and we'll look forward to working with you.